Geez, if I would have known about this one thing when I started my health and fitness journey to save me like 200 grand over the course of 10 years on my just health and fitness journey in general, I would have bitten your arm off. Here's the one thing that you can do to save 200 grand or more time, energy and effort in getting towards your fat loss goals and staying in shape for life. And that one thing, let me take you back. When I was 18, the first diet I ever did was doing a diet out of a book. It was called The 4 Hour Body, and basically I ate kidney beans, chicken and veggies for 12 weeks and lost 20 kilos. I got in shape, but I also my fart smelled, ate loads afterwards. I gained the 20 kilos back and it was a miserable existence. And then after that, the next 10 years, I tried workout plans, I tried coaches, I tried training programs, I've tried one-off consultancies with different coaches, mentorships, books, courses, online resources, the works. I spent so much money trying to find the answer to getting in shape and staying in shape for life. It was hard. The element of going through the process of trying something new, the hope that it would work again, and then go back around and it fucking falls to pieces every single time. And I just didn't have this one piece of information that created that all to go away. And when you start this one piece of information, you will be able to stop wasting your bloody money on all of the bullshit that goes out there. And how to save money really quickly comes down to one thing. Whatever you do, whatever plan it is, whatever coaching it is, whatever resource it is, it has to give you autonomy. Now, autonomy is a word in which it grabs your attention per se. People use it in the context as like, oh, you should have autonomy at work, you should have autonomy at home, you should have autonomy within your finances, whatever it is, you should have autonomy. And it's the going word at the moment, although it's what our business is called and we've been called that for 2 years. We should have put a fucking trademark on that because everyone's using it at the moment. But ultimately it comes down to a framing of mind and behavior, which is you should have choices, you should have control, and you should be able to dictate what you do and how you do it. And that's really the most important thing. People crave autonomy in every walk of life. And the reason why you don't have it in your health and fitness is because you're so reliant on someone else, or you're perceptively relying on someone else to make the decisions for you and to give you the golden ticket. Whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you are doing fat loss, whether you are wanting to get a better job, there's always this nature at the beginning to want what someone else has got and to go and find the golden ticket, to go and find the secret to whatever it is. And it happens more so in entrepreneurship, and it also happens in businesses and also in fat loss. For some reason, people think there's always a golden ticket. There must be something out there that fast tracks me from A to B. And when you go and hunt for that fast track golden ticket, you always get fucking punched in the dick. What that means is that you always end up going backwards because you're missing the whole trick of the whole process. For the whole of my 20s, I didn't know how to cook. I just followed a meal plan. I followed someone else's structure. I followed someone else's guidance. I just did what someone else wanted me to do until I didn't want to do it anymore. I rebelled against the system, ended up not doing the things. I did directly the opposite of what people would say because I didn't have control, choice, and actual autonomy with my journey. So I was doing shit I didn't want to do. I'd do a juice diet, didn't want to do a juice diet. I'd do blooming low carb, I definitely didn't want to do low carb. But I felt like I had to because I didn't know any other way. But to save you 200 grand and just time in general with your health and fitness, you've got to have autonomy. Now you have to have an idea of how you want things to go or what your likes and dislikes are. And then you have to be strong enough to make that decision to not go against those values. The easiest way in health and fitness is to write out a list of things in which you do like. I like carbs, I like to go out for dinner, I like a few drinks, I like pizza, I like cheesecake, I like chicken, I don't like salmon, I don't like fucking exercise, I don't like weight training, I don't like cardio, whatever those things are. And you have to stand by those values until they change. Because you at the beginning, when I was 20, didn't like to do fucking walking. I didn't like to meal prep. I didn't like to fucking only have one meal out per week. But eventually I got to that point because the benefits outweigh the cost. But you can only get there when you have your full autonomy with that. So when you get to the point where you are trying a new coaching program, you are trying a new training plan, a book to read because you think these are all going to fix your solution from go to point A to point B, you have to ignore most of the information in there and take the principles. So if you like to eat carbs and you like to eat protein and you like to be flexible with your food choices, who doesn't, then don't go down the route of eating just low carb dinners or low carb food or going on a keto diet because you won't last. Because it might be a golden ticket for the short term, but if you like these things but you're doing this friction in the middle causes the weight regain, it causes you never see your results. So there's a massive disparity between autonomy and someone else's idea of what you should do. And when you find the blend of the two, your values, your beliefs, the things that you enjoy, and marry with the things that you actually can do within the endeavor that you want to, it wins. Let me give you an analogy. You're on Google Maps and you want to go from Liverpool to Manchester, Liverpool to London. When you go from Liverpool to London, you might like to drive fast. So the motorways are going to be the best thing for you. But if you like to go scenic and you like to stop off by the beach, or you like to go via the scenic route, you're going to go another way. And then if you like to go via Wales and stop off and go to Wales for whatever reason you would go to Wales for, you could do that too. Because the autonomy of Google Maps shows you multiple different ways depending on your preferences. If you want to go the fastest route, this is the way forward. If you want to go the slowest route, this is the way forward. If you want to avoid tolls, this is the way you do it. There's ultimately multiple ways to skin a cat. And in the health and fitness game, there is not just a golden ticket from Liverpool to London. There are multiple routes that you can go on to get to the same destination. And that's what is missed, is that there are so many different ways to get there. But you only see the golden ticket, you only see the thing that someone else has given you, and you go and do that thing and you actually want to do this. The friction then comes in play. So to gain that 200k back, to not spend £200,000 over the course of 20 years, to look at time and reduce the time that you get in shape, you need to have autonomy with your decisions. And if you don't like a plan and you don't like the things that come on it, but you want the result, you're never going to get those results because you don't like the process. Whatever the process is, figure out what you like in a process, do those things with the principles. So it might be calorie deficit, walk more, training. You might like those 3 things. Do those 3 things the way that you like to do them. If you like a high carb diet, then have a high carb diet. You just need to understand calories. If you like to go out socially for a weekend, go out socially. Learn how to manage social situations. If you like to not have breakfast, you don't have to have breakfast. You need to understand the principles as opposed to a method. And that's what you spend more time on. More people spend more money on during their 20s, 30s, 40s on methods instead of principles. And the methods come at a cost. They come at a cost of a plan, a book, a coaching program, a mentorship, a masterclass, a 5-day challenge. They are all methods for the same goal. But when you have autonomy in your choices and your beliefs on what you actually like doing, you either find the method that you like the most, or you mold one method to fit the way that you want it, because that's how sustainable fat loss works. And that's how you cut down those 200 grand, because you're not spending 200 grand on golden tickets over the course of your 20s and 30s. You're actually understanding what you like and making that fit, which then get you better results in the short term and long term. Hopefully this helps. If you want more information, check out my Instagram, nathan.autonomy. We help thousands of South Asian guys and girls get in amazing shape and stay in shape forever using our 6-phase methods. So drop us a follow and see if you like them more, and come over for more great content.